aware that when we do the secant lines, and I want to show you what DeltaMath has for this when we do this, just like what we saw in class. All right. So when we're talking about finding the hold on, why is this not working? There we go. Okay, so when we go to find the slope of the secant line between them, remember they give us they give us the function, and they give us the two values for x. So the difference between this exact problem and the ones that we had in class is that they actually gave us the points already on top of the function. So in this case, we have to figure out what the points are at x equals -7 and x equals -4. And just like we saw at the end of class, we want to be able to say, all right, we're finding f of -7, we're finding f of -4, and we're using those values to be able to find the slope of that secant line. Okay, so if I'm going to, let's see, does this calculator, if I move this out of the way? Yes, it does. Okay, oh, come on. So if I use my calculator here, which I'll show at the bottom here, so for -7, that's going to be, let's see, so -7 squared plus 4 times -7, and then -8. That gives me 13. F of -7 is 13. And then if I do the same thing for -4, so that's going to be -4 squared. Oh, sorry about that. I'm still on my marker here. So -4 squared plus 4 times -4, and then -8. That's going to give me -8. All right, so -8. So that means, remember, just like we saw in the last unit, when we have a function, we have function notation like this. This tells me that the point -7, 13 exists on the function, and as well as -4, -8. Okay, so in this case, when we use the slope of a secant function, we're just going to do this. So it's msec. And we can use either one of these 2 points. It doesn't really matter which point we use first. Preferably, we go from left to right. So it's going to be the y value. So that'd be 13 minus -8 divided by -7 minus -4. Okay. And when we go to simplify this, we want to make sure that we're changing up the signs whenever we subtract a negative. So 13 plus 8 would give me 21. -7 plus 4 is -3. And then that means that my answer has to be -7. Hopefully, like we saw earlier today, hopefully it likes that answer. Otherwise, I'm going to throw a fit here. But let's find out if that actually works. If we submit the answer -7, hopefully my annotations will go away. Absolutely, it likes that answer. And notice that it switched the values around. It did the slope problem instead, where it does x2 minus x1. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't really matter the order as long as you designate one as your first point and one as your second point. But the other thing I wanted to show you too that we didn't get to in class is that DeltaMath will give you a visual of what those 2 points look like. So notice how right here, I'm going to use my highlighter here, but notice how this green line that's going through here, that's the secant line right there going through that function. Once again, it's the function f of x equals x squared, I think it's minus 4x, or I'm sorry, plus 4x minus 8. And we're going to be talking about how to find the equation of the line right here, but the fact that we know the slope is -3, that really helps us out here. Okay? So once again, it goes through all that. I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of the fact that DeltaMath does give us a little bit of a visualization with that. Okay.